raise an issue which is giving this country a very negative publicity. About a month ago, it is alleged that two Kenyan citizens came into this country, one by the name Njagi Bob and the other one is Oyo Nicholas. And they were reported missing from this country. There are contradictory accounts of how they went missing. On one account, it was alleged that they were apprehended by our security forces. The other account is that they simply just went missing, but they went missing within the territory of Uganda, and these are citizens of Kenya. There is a big uproar in Kenya, given the fact that we even have our own citizens here. Sam Mugumia, for example, who has gone missing for the last, I think, 2-3 months, and no one is coming out to explain. So my question is that a responsible way of running the state or running government, that your own citizens, but also citizens from other countries, come into the country and there is no explanation at all? I would have thought that the government would verify, first of all, to confirm whether those Kenyans actually came into the country, and confirm that they either crossed back or they got into the situation, whichever situation, from within. It is really bothering that so many Ugandans are missing, and it's becoming a norm for the state and government to just say, we don't know, they just got lost. I think particularly this one has to be explained, because it's likely to inflame the relationships between the two countries. And I think that the government should take this opportunity to inform the country not only about those two Kenyans, but also the whereabouts of some. It worries that one of us can just simply disappear. How about those ones who are probably not known? There was no one recording what is happening with them. I think it's an issue that bothers me a lot. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. I understand the acting LOP, Honorable Jonathan Odur, briefed the Minister for Internal Affairs. I requested him to do so. So, Honorable Minister, on the issue raised by Honorable Odur earlier on the missing Kenyans.
Right Honorable Speaker, yes indeed, the OHT were Honorable Odur raised issues to do with the two Kenyan nationals, Nicholas Oyo and Bob Njagi, who allegedly disappeared, and also Mr. Sam Mugumia. I'd like to respond as follows. Indeed, over the two Kenyans, I have seen a communication from the Minister of Foreign Affairs prompted by the Kenyan High Commission regarding the alleged disappearance of their nationals. They said two, Bob Njagi and Nicholas Oyo. And the Minister of Foreign Affairs communicated to Internal Affairs. We communicated to the police to verify and get back to us. We are yet to get an update, but also it has come to my mind that we need to verify further, because for one to be accountable for a citizen or for this matter a foreigner, we have to establish that they came to Uganda. So we need to widen our search even through immigration, and we shall do so and make a more informed position on the matter. On Sam Mugumia, Mugumia is a Ugandan, but he has the unfortunate precedent of having disappeared before and gone to Congo, where he was got on the wrong side of the law and spent a long time in incarceration. Indeed, we shall find out, going through the protocols of missing persons, whether his missing was reported, and if indeed he went back to Congo, we shall still inform the country. I thank you.
Thank you.
Very much, Right Honorable Speaker. I want to join my colleagues to congratulate you for having gone unopposed. So the race is still in our hands, and we pray for the best for all of us. Right Honorable Speaker, I rise on an issue which happened yesterday night in Kwen District at 1 p.m. we happen to have a very heavy downpour, and it is well known that Sebei, particularly Kwen, is a very mountainous area. So what happened is, out of the heavy rains, there was a serious landslide, and as a result, 6 people lost their lives, and 3 of them are lying in Kapchoro Hospital for treatment. The 6 bodies are also in Kapchoro mortuary, though it's unfortunate that in Kapchoro Hospital, which is supposed to be our regional hospital, we don't have a fridge to keep them so that the families can prepare for a decent burial. I am here on their feet and grieving with them that may the office of the Prime Minister, it's good my sister, the Minister, Abe Lilian, is right with us here. If your office could come in and bail our people in as far as maybe provide them some money for burial expenses. And then, of course, there were so many families that were affected as a result of this landslide that need to be relocated. Most of their crops were destroyed. They were washed down. So, as we speak, people, very many, almost 320 people don't have food. They are there languishing and grieving. And on that note also, when you come to the lower belt, that is soil. Of course, I'm speaking as a district woman MP. As a result of the same rain, the rain was washed from up, rain from up, downwards, reaching down. It carried so many cows, pigs, goats, hens of our people in the lower belt. But I want to put it to you that there's a report that is coming or that is being availed to us by the disaster management report, management group from the district. So my prayers are, one,
I thought you did your prayers.
Those were 2. It is just that the team from Prime Minister to at least step down to see how best our people from Kwen, that is Tuikat, Chepkutus Parish, Kaptang Village, how best they can be helped. There are, of course, expenses for the mortuaries that these people cannot avail. Since the 6 people were from one family. So that's my plea, my dear sister. Asante. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable, our condolences, heartfelt condolences, and colleagues as a practice. Please, I request that we observe a minute of silence since our colleague has brought this disaster to our attention.
May their souls rest in eternal peace.
So, Honorable Chemonges, I have you on my list. The issue related, then the minister can answer to us. If it's related.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me the opportunity. My colleague, Honorable Emma, have said most of it, but I just want to add on that the same issue also went to the extent of Bukwa. Bukwa lost 3 people, and the main road was cut off. Up to now, we are still struggling to open the way. Mr. Speaker, this matter of landslide in Sebei has been happening all the time, whenever it is rainy season. And even as we speak now, we expect that today evening there may be another landslide, because even now it is raining. So, Mr. Speaker, to add on my prayers, one of the prayer that I can add on is that the government should look into this matter in totality, especially hurrying on with the resettling the people who are on disaster-prone areas. We've always presented this matter. The team from the Ministry of Prime Minister's office have always come. They take pictures. They take the lists They do everything, but they don't come back. So I am happy that today, at least we have our very brilliant minister. I'm sure I can see her with a lot of notes. She must be able to give us the... I take it.
Thank you, Honourable Minister. No, not from a member. He's not responsible for your... You see, we are not debating or what. Man is having disaster issues. I want him to clarify even.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. It is true, Right Honourable Speaker, that we have lost 6 people in Kwen and 3 people from Bukwo, and about 2,250 people have been affected. Right Honourable Speaker, this morning I had a meeting with Honourable William Chemonges and Malinga Isaac, who came, and we had a meeting together with the Commissioner for Disaster, and we have taken steps. The first step we took is to instruct the team from Red Cross. As you are aware, government funds Red Cross to provide non-food items and support with emergency response in this country. And as I speak to you, the team from Red Cross, some are already on ground. I also dispatched a team under NECOC to go and support the rescue mechanism on ground. But we have also allocated 10 tons of maize, 10 tons of beans, 100 pieces of taplings, and others we are still mobilizing to support, mainly the emergency response, providing temporary shelter and ensure that our people who are there are supported. But Right Honourable Speaker, allow me to say this. I want to request the leaders to join me in sending this message out, that the communities who are in these areas that we have mapped out as the risky areas, let them evacuate, because the rain is heavy, and if we speak the same message, it will help in saving lives. However, the resettlement program is ongoing. We are completing the procurement process of the land, where we are supposed to resettle some of those people who are mapped out in the risky areas, and they will soon be resettled. Pertaining the families of those who lost their loved ones, the President will contribute, as usual, the 5 million to support the burial expenditure and also support those who are injured. I thank you.
So, yeah, but Honourable Lilian, and I really want to thank you for being proactive and moving in quickly. The only part, I think, is on the evacuation, where they should leave the place. And now when people hear that you're still procuring land and all that, I think they need to be advised further on where they can be temporarily, whether it's within relatives or you have certain temporary shelters. If you could guide us on that.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. What we have been discussing with the disaster committee on ground and with some of the leaders is that they suggested that we can have one of the church as a holding ground, but those people will be transported to the camp, which is in Bulambuli, because establishing 2 camps is a bit costly and will not help us with the emergency response now.
So I want to ask the leaders from Sebi to support the minister in this effort, because we don't want to be coming here talking about people who are...
And Right Honourable, we have a meeting at 10 a.m. They are aware. We have sent information. They're supposed to join us with Red Cross and other partners to plan better.
Thank you. Honourable Watkins.